Something we don't really want to see. Snow made its appearance around the valley this morning. Now, here is a look from outside the Valley News Live front door just a few minutes ago. And it looks like we should be expecting that cool air to stick around for the day. See all that snow piling up on the windshields there. Not a fun sight. But let's head on over right away this morning to First Alert Storm Team meteorologist Lisa Green. She said we had a chance of snow. Lisa, I didn't want to listen to it, though. I didn't want to believe it was going to happen.
Yeah, we saw it yesterday, and it's just continuing into this morning. More spotty areas of snow that continue to move through and then move on. And we just saw that this morning. We saw it in the parking lot there, so it's going to be on your windshield this morning to start, and on those other colder road surfaces as well. And we've zoomed in on the overpass of I-94 over University, and you could see a sharp cutoff from where we get that bridge deck, and you could see the snow. I did see a DOT plow go over it, spreading some salt and chemical there. So hopefully it's not as icy as it initially was or slick as it initially was, but you can see the snow on the road surface. So that's why we always warn you about those bridge decks and on and off ramps, that they tend to be a little colder and tend to accumulate some of this snow and ice that develops in these systems. So here's a look at right now at our conditions out there. We've got some places reporting snow, but a lot of us seeing just mainly some cloudy skies and temperatures that are below freezing. So that's going to lead to a little dusting or minor accumulation. Fargo's at 29. Grand Forks is at 26 degrees. And I'll look at your radar. Two clusters, essentially. One that's just passed through Fargo. It's moving into Lakes Country. And then the next round that is just now dipping into the northern and western parts of our viewing area right now with big breaks in between. So it may be a couple of hours here before we see another round. Unless this little bit of snow starts to grow, and that may impact the FM area too. So you can see Detroit Lakes getting hit by it, Mahnomen back over to Ada, some snow showers in northern parts of Wilkin County. That'll be dropping into Fergus Falls, Wahpeton, Breckenridge in a bit of a break at the moment. And then that area of snow working its way into Benson County, New Rockford, Carrington. You'll be next in line for this. Visibility down where that heavier snow happens to be. We're at less than a mile in Detroit Lakes. Oaks is at a mile. And check out these winds coming in out of the northwest, still gusting into the 20s and 30s. So the planner for today, eventually the snow moves on and we quiet down. Temperature of about 40 for a high.
All right. Thank you, Lisa. Minnesotans are entering their 14th day of Governor Tim Walz's stay-at-home order, which is now set to end on May 4th. The extension comes as the number of COVID-19 deaths in the state continues to rise. The original order was scheduled to end on Friday. Walz's new order also extends the closure of bars, restaurants, and other public accommodations. Some businesses are allowed to go back to work, including a number of outdoor-based businesses like golf courses, maintenance, and landscaping. Those found violating the order could be subject to a maximum penalty of 90 days in jail and/or a $1,000 fine. Minnesota health officials reported another 85 positive COVID-19 cases on Wednesday, bringing the total now to 1,154. And another 5 people have died from the disease, bringing that total to 39. Clay County is now sitting at 20 positive cases, Beltrami County at 6. According to the Minnesota Department of Health, the age range with the most confirmed cases are 20 to 44-year-olds at 447 cases. People between the ages of 45 to 64 years old is the second highest group at 387 confirmed cases. More than 600 people have recovered from COVID-19 in Minnesota and no longer require isolation. However, Governor Walz warns that relaxing restrictions too hastily could see all Minnesota's progress fall apart. There are now 77 positive COVID-19 cases in Cass County, North Dakota. 37 of those cases came from close contact. 23 are from community spread. The rest are due to travel or are still under investigation. The total number of positive cases in the state now up to 251. Over 8,500 people have been tested. Currently, there are 16 people hospitalized. 4 people have died and 98 people are listed as recovered. The age range leading the positive case count in North Dakota, people in their 30s, followed by people 60 to 69 years old. And the 6th long-term care facility in the FM area now has confirmed cases of COVID after 2 employees and 2 residents tested positive at Rosewood on Broadway. They say that the residents have been put in isolation and the employees are in quarantine at home. Officials say they have been restricting visitors for several weeks with daily screenings for fever or other symptoms for all employees. Workers at a Dakota pork processing plant say they're persuaded to report to work through company bonuses as a rash of COVID-19 infections broke out at the facility. That's according to the union representing workers at Smithfield Pork Processing Plant in Sioux Falls. The plant, which employs about 2,800 people, accounts for at least 1 in 5 confirmed coronavirus cases in the whole state. Secretary of Health Kim Malsom-Rydstone says over 80 employees have tested positive, according to data from Tuesday. The union representing employees at the plant reports that the number of people with confirmed cases is higher at more than 120. South Dakota is reporting 393 positive cases of COVID-19 with 6 deaths so far. 146 people have recovered. 45 local businesses, including Valley News Live, offered up some free lunches to truck drivers at the way station outside of Mapleton yesterday. The Transportation Club of Fargo-Moorhead partnered with several different organizations to say thank you to the drivers working through to supply America with the supplies we desperately need. About 200 lunches were given out last week and another 200 yesterday. It may feel like it really just crept up on us, but this Sunday is already Easter, and we're getting in the spirit this morning by creating some DIY Easter decor. The Valley Today's Abby Furchner joins us live this morning with the details. And Abby, another great thing to get the family involved and pass a little time as we're all cooped up at home.
Yeah, good morning, Jordan. I couldn't agree more. I know a lot of us are going to go stir crazy here soon. Kids are probably getting antsy at this point. And so this is a really good way you can, allow the whole family to join in to get creative. And Ashley Morgan with Unglued is joining us this morning. And Ashley, I know you have a really fun project already with us to start the morning. What do you have for us?
I have got this super adorable yarn wrapped Easter bunny. And so now is a perfect time for those crafts that you avoided because they took too long or were too tedious. And this is one of those that can win like that. And so it is just taking a plastic Easter egg and some yarn. And now this yarn does not have to match your egg, but this one just coincidentally does. And I kind of started it on the top already. And so I just put a little dab of hot glue and started coiling it around. You do it patiently. This is something kids could help you with if you have a low temp heat gun. To do it, you could try tacky glue and that'll become even more tedious. But what I try to do is I just put some strips down the side a little bit, however much I think I can get to before my hot glue dries. And then I just start to basically coil it around more, really, really nice and carefully, and like tap it down on my hot glue. And then I turn around more. And this doesn't have to be perfect. My pink egg took like maybe 5 to 7 minutes altogether. It's just a lot of coiling there, as you can see.
I don't think parents at this point are going to complain if it takes a little bit longer for kids to do. I think maybe giving them something to focus on a little bit is perfect during this time. But Ashley, this isn't the only project you have for us this morning, so we'll check in with her in a little bit.
Yeah, I love that. Great little thing for the family to do. Abby Furchner reporting.
I do too. I think it's cute. Get a little makeshift Easter or nest and put all your cute little Easter eggs in there.
I know, and I love the little bunny tail that she had on the back too with the cotton ball. So super cute stuff this morning. Abby Furchner, we'll check in with you again a little bit later for more craft ideas.